Do-do-do. Do-do. I have no idea what's wrong with the damn things. These things are all messed up. I don't know why. I don't know why. But they're all messed up. Holy shit. Let me turn my Bluetooth.
There we go. Bluetooth was on. I'm wearing kids' sunglasses right now. Everybody that comes in the stream later on isn't gonna know that, but you guys being here early are gonna know that. Well, obviously, if you're watching this on a replay, then you also know that as well. But yeah, so those people are getting to find that out. Let me get my events list in here. There it is. Put it over there. Oh, it's not really working. Star Trek is a mess, yeah. Star Trek is a mess. I don't know why these little squares don't work right. I don't know, whatever. I just love, I like doing the streams in the car, and I want, if donations are going to come in, I want them to go in the right way, so hopefully they will. If people do decide to do that, hopefully they work out. What up, Casey Rose? I just did a podcast on Star Trek. I just had to get it off my chest, man. I'm a really big Star Trek fan, like as you guys know. This stream is not going to be about Star Trek. I'm just kind of hinting it out there. If you want to hear my real opinions, go listen to my podcast. I put it up on Patreon. I also put it up on my other YouTube channel, Evil Spectrum 3.
Super Chat Party! Come to Pittsburgh for Comic-Con. Love to meet you.
What up, Ron? Thanks for the donation. Ron Beniti, what's up, man? How you doing? That'd be kind of cool. That'd be cool to come to Pittsburgh and Comic-Con. I think one of the things is, I don't think that I've had a big enough reason to be able to go around anywhere. I think the biggest time that I felt it was important to be somewhere was Florida for the, I'd love to come to Pittsburgh, but is, for years we talked about going around and doing these like mini little shows, mini podcasts. You know, even if I could draw 20 people at a bar or 20 people at a bar per state, you know, I would do it. You know what I mean? If it could pay for itself, I would definitely do it. It's great because I met probably 100 people. Probably 100 people came up to me and said hi, took a picture. Felt crazy. It was weird. Me and JD, we were walking around and people just stopping us left and right. You know, obviously the show itself, starting to hurt my head now. Obviously the show itself was the Internet Darlings was huge, you know. Adam Blampier had like a giant line around the corner. JD had a big pack of like 30 people around him. I probably had, you know, probably 18 people were waiting to hang out with me. So it was pretty cool. But I don't think it would, but I mean, I met 100 people that day that knew me and that said hi and was like, I like the show. But I mean, there was definitely about 18 of you that were hardcore to see me first, which was really cool. But, yeah, Comic-Con, I mean, that stuff's, it'd be cool to go to the Comic-Cons to cover them, to, like, interview the actors and stuff like that are there and, like, kind of joke around and make videos on that. That'd be kind of fun. That might be something I do coming up in the future. I was thinking about that the other day, about maybe doing some man-on-the-street stuff where I joke around, you know, at the local Walmart or something like that. I don't know. Ron, thanks for the donation. But yeah. What's up, Jeremy? Used to do these in the middle of the day a lot. I think it's been a couple weeks since I've sat in the car and done one of these, but I wanted to get sun today. I saw the sun was out, so I figured it was a good time to go out there. Yeah, I don't know if the decent Tarr.
Binged Picard last weekend, enjoying it so far. Love the content, going to join in on the Wheel of Fun Sunday.
Oh shit, Sunday is the Wheel of Fun. And somebody's going to become king of the wheel, Jason Tarr. What's up, Jason? This was, I'm starting to not like Picard. It's starting to get really bad. I was liking it the first couple episodes. It was a little weird, but this can't be defended, what they did, what they've been doing. It's just, it's unfortunate, man, because I really want to like it. I really want to like Picard, but it's like I can't, like, this is not right, man. This is, feels like all these people took over Star Trek and we're supposed to like it or we're assholes or something. It's very weird. I liked episode 1. That's the crazy thing. Elias, if you turned off 1, be thankful, because it's going to get a whole lot worse. It was something ridiculous. It was something that, like, the league would never, you would think would never give up. Great should be in Picard. Stop traveling. It's pollution. Save the galaxy. Oh. Yeah, dude. WAF in Boston got sold to a Christian group. I saw that the other day. I saw it a bunch of times from different people. Thank you for upping your pledge on Patreon to the $10 VIP spot, Matthew. Right now in the VIP spot, it's Discord benefit, and you get Honestly Podcast with me and Tommy. That's basically what you're getting right now. I have to update some things. I do have a new show coming, though. But yeah, I talked about Picard on Evil Spectrum 3, and I put up a podcast on it. It's just unfortunate that it's going the way it's going. I don't want to be those people that, I don't want to be someone who's like, I'm going to trash anything they do, but it's making me sad at this point. Like, I'm starting to get upset about it. First, I was kind of happy. But the problem with Picard is it's so tough because some of it's really good, but then some of it's not good, and then some of it just isn't Star Trek. So there's 3 different layers to Picard for the people. If you want to get into spoilers, it's in my other podcast. I won't spoil anything or get into that stuff here. But it's just part of it is Star Trek, part of it is not Star Trek and anti-Star Trek, and it's terrible. And then part of it is just bad. But then there's the part that's good that kind of keeps you watching and wondering about what's going on. But at the same time, it's hard to figure it out. I don't know. Am I lagging right now? Anybody know? 45 viewers on JCS? Kind of weird. Either I'm lagging or the stream didn't go out. I don't know what's going on. We're lagging? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I can see if it's lagging, I can see people being like, fuck this. It's lagging a bit. Let me back up. Let me back up here to the end of my driveway. Let me go off the Wi-Fi. Alright, so I am now off of the Wi-Fi, and I am on, I'm on 3G or 4G or whatever the hell we're on. So, let me know if things look better. Luke Rojas. What up, Luke? How you doing, man? We're gonna have 5G. Yeah, it's gonna kill us too, by the way. The way that 5G operates is different than 4G. You know, 4G is like, you know, they kind of like spread it around, and it reaches as far as it reaches, and that's it. You know, when 5G comes out, they're going to have all this new technology they're coming out with, not just 5G. It's going to be very pointed at you. You're going to absorb it differently. It's going to be in hertz. The frequency is different, so it's going to be bad. The way that I forget the frequency of 4G. I'm not smart enough to know this to tell you guys, but I read and I listened and at one point, see, I'm very I am not good with remembering specific information when I just read it. I need to read it once, then retell it, and then realize what I forget about it, then go back and reread it again. That is how I operate with my, whatever the hell I have, ADD, stupid, I don't know what I am. But I need to read it or hear it. I need to read it, then audibly hear it described to me, and visually see what they're talking about. And then even after that, I forget it, and I need to do it again. So right now, you're hearing this from me after I saw it once. So I'm convinced now, I know that now, what I do know is it's a different frequency than 4G. It's a whole different thing. And it's dangerous. The levels are... It's not just that it's 4G and 5G, it's how they're distributing it. So, but I can't give you specific examples or good whatever. So, because a lot of people would say, well, you're just being spooky and fucking ominous and whatever, you're fear-mongering or something like that. And I agree, because it's not, I'm not giving you any good definitions of the facts, and I can't do that right now, but later on I'll do that at a different time somewhere else. Most people are like that, Joe. Okay, well, I just feel like I'm a moron sometimes. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's that I'm willing to speak unprepared. If that makes any sense? Maybe it's that. I don't know. I'm willing to speak not fully informed about lots of things. That's why I think I make a lot of mistakes sometimes with lots of things. Like it came from a good place, and I had the idea, but then when it came down to it, I didn't really remember exactly all the information. And so, then you'll see someone correcting a lot of things, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. Let me go back and look at that now. But yeah, it is true. Samoa Joe does have a head injury, and Samoa Joe is out with that injury. That is true. That's something that did happen. Tonight is out of nowhere. I just put up a review an overview kind of review of Picard episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on my other channel, Evil Spectrum. It's also on Patreon for you guys to download if you want to try Patreon. What up, JP? Samoa Joe always gets injured. Yeah, it seems like he always does now. It's all payback now for, what he did to TJ. Something like that. Is that why Samoa Joe was not Monday Night Raw? Yeah, apparently Samoa Joe got injured doing a commercial. So he got a head injury while filming a commercial. So it wasn't even while wrestling on Raw. He needs roids to recover, says Mezzy Mez. What's up, Mezzy? Yeah, he probably will need some roids. Yeah, I don't know if I have a devil goatee. I don't know. I have a shit face is what I have. I really need to lose weight, and because I'm starting to look creepy. Yeah, I'm really starting to look like a creepy dad or something. I've been saying that for 2 years now, and it's just getting worse, so. Poor WrestleVotes, if he had just waited 10 more days. Hey, he knew the future, man. WrestleVotes knew the future. How did he know the future? It's crazy. He should tweet out now, like, see, I did get it right. Or you should tweet out now, shit, I forgot. After I went ahead in my time machine, that's where I get all... Like, I hate to break it to you guys, but I'm going to tell you guys how I know about everything. It's not that I have a leak, it's that I have a time machine. And this was the first time I forgot to set it for the right date. I was supposed to come tell you that news 10 days ago or whatever. No, come on, son, stay out, man. It better be dark clouds. I'm sick of the dark weather, man. I'm sick of dark every day. At 3 p.m. it's dark. That just sucks. Joe is injured again. Oh my God, time to retire. Yeah, it might be time for him to retire. Might be time for him to retire, man. Might be time for me to retire. It's weird. I was really pumped to come on this stream. I don't know if I'm tired or I'm getting a headache or something. I think John's being Jericho. I don't know. I mean, if there was going to be someone, it's got to be happening soon. I remember Jake said it had to be Cody. And, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to get around that or do that. But I'm going to say that, I'm going to say no. I don't know, man. I mean, I would think that he would win. So, I don't know what they're going to do if the guy loses and doesn't beat Jericho. You know, I don't know what they're doing, but maybe he will, but not right now. I'm just going to stick with Jericho, to be honest. I don't know. I'm going to stick with Jericho, I guess. I know that's crazy. Because why wouldn't Moxley win? Or, you know. What's up, Anthony? Ooh. I loved the moonsault off the cage. I mean, I knew that, you know, Cody is, he's had some really cool moments off cages in the independent scene, and so we thought, you know, he would do something like that. I mean, but the way he did it, and the way it looked and everything, that was awesome. You know, it was wild. Why don't I do a SmackDown review? I normally do SmackDown reviews, but last 6 weeks or so I've been off and on with it. You know? Maybe Jericho is going to be a producer if he loses. Not yet. No, he's signed for years. He signed for like 2 years, like as a wrestler. So I don't think that that's going to happen. How many times do you think you rehearsed the moonsault? Not too many. He probably said, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to jump off and, you know, you're going to catch me. He probably didn't rehearse it. Probably just, I mean, he might have put a pad down and rehearsed it. It's possible because it is a new cage. But if he did, maybe 3 times if he did, with a pad, with like an airbag or whatever you want to call it, maybe. But I wouldn't want to rehearse shit. I'd be like, no, I'm just going to go up there and jump off. I know the deal. You know, I'd just be like, Wardlow, please, like, try to absorb some of it for me, will you? If you see me fucked up, try to grab me. I don't know, like, save me. That's it. I guess people can become members down below now if you have an iPhone. Can anybody confirm that down below if you want to become a member or join to help out? Does anybody with an iPad or an Apple know if it's actually working right now? People were telling me that they fixed it on iOS, but I don't really know if that's true. So, you know, if it is, feel free to let me know. Is Moxley done after this year? No, I don't think so. I think Moxley's got 2 years. Taker said he want to face Styles because he's the modern HBK. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree with that. And I get why Undertaker would want to face him. We talked about it on the last Out of Nowhere, I think. Last week we talked about this. We said AJ and Undertaker make sense because, you know, AJ can really move around and help the Undertaker, make the Undertaker look better. He can sell everything, and Undertaker will get a lot more out of the match that way. They can have a 10, 12-minute match instead of Undertaker coming out and having a 3 or 4-minute match, or coming out and having a 15-minute match with somebody and having botches everywhere. So I feel like, you know, Undertaker and AJ Styles make sense to me. Digging holes, and now I'm taking souls. Thanks, Matt. I saw that last week, and he's probably got the same idea as you. I don't know. Matthew Biggs, digging holes and taking souls. Vanessa, I don't know why you're not hired by WWE or promotion. Thank you for that, Vanessa. Jesus, that's nice. I don't know, man. Maybe it's the character Joe Cronin, because, you know, my real name is different. Maybe they don't, you know, sometimes I rant and rage on my reviews and stuff like that, and I say bad words and stuff like that. Maybe they've seen that and they were like, "Ooh, better stay away from that guy." And they don't know it's a character, kind of. Maybe they think I'm really crazy, like, you know what I mean? Maybe they think I'm something like that. I don't know, because this show is certainly, you know, maybe they think I'm like a psycho. I don't know. But, you know, they didn't hire me back when I was normal either, so that didn't really matter then. So it is what it is. I don't know what you're going to do. But I am doing commentary for New England All-Star Wrestling and for a Top Rope show and for a couple other companies. So I am doing 4 independent wrestling shows right now. Most of them are having me do the commentary in post, so it's already done. I'm just doing the commentary so it can go up on the internet. So those are coming out soon. I really want to show those to you guys. Because they were good matches, or they were fun matches to call. I don't know. I prefer being there. I'd rather be there. 85% of the time I've called matches, I've been there calling it. So it's weird to be in my house, but, you know, these guys are like, "Hey, I got no commentary on this," or, "Hey, we want to produce this weekly show, and can you do the graphics and the commentary and the production of all the stuff?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can just do it from my studio. That's what I have in my house. I can edit." Nobody else is really able to do that. So, you know, I think that's cool, but yeah, I don't know. I'd like to be at Ring of Honor or somewhere like that, but
it's like to watch Monday Night. Oh, what the hell am I staring at? What the fuck? No, Vince McMahon, you're killing me. Vince McMahon, this wrestling give me a disease. Oh, Monday Night Raw sucks. Oh, SmackDown Live also sucks. And oh, if they call someone up from NXT, I know they're gonna get really bad quickly. Oh, I wanna die. Wrestling die. I wanna die. Every Monday night.
Nick Ross.
Keep doing what you do. You have a fan in me.
You got a fan in me. Nick Ross, thank you, man, for the $15, dude. Thank you, bro. Is that a super chat? It is a super chat. Thank you, Nick Ross, for the super chat. If you guys want to donate super chats down below, you know the deal with those. But Streamlabs is over on the left in the description box if you want to do Streamlabs. Thank you, Nick Ross, for the $15. That pays for lunch today, brother. So much appreciated. You have paid for my lunch. Now I can feed my family. You've paid... I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. You have paid for my lunch. It's a new song. It's a new song for homeless people. You have paid for my lunch. Thank you, Nick. Man, I am Trump is in Black Mountain, North Carolina, rallying today. Imagine if he was. Is that real? That's not real. I mean, it would be funny if it was. If that was real, if I knew that Donald Trump was really going to Black Mountain for a rally, I would go. Because, number one, I'd get to see Tommy. But you know, Tommy would want to go meet the president, right? I mean, I would go if Obama was going there. You know, I mean, who cares? The president's going there. I want to go. I mean, seriously. Imagine Tommy taking a picture with Trump. He would never stop talking about that, dude. Oh, man. He would never stop talking about it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Leah just likes Leah likes when I don't shave and it gets all shitty looking. I have no idea what that is. I couldn't tell you. I think this looks fucking retarded. I've said it a million times. Leah just likes shit face, I guess. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, it is a little weird when I shave and I look like a baby. I mean, that is a little weird. Unfortunately, when I was like, 18, 22, I looked good because it was like, oh, you got a cute face with your blue eyes and stuff. But when you have a young face like I always have, and then you start to turn 30, it just starts to be creepy as shit. You know what I mean? You ever seen that 45-year-old guy, the fat or sort of chubby 45-year-old guy with like a baby face? And he's like at the bus stop. And you're just like, ugh, what the fuck? And it's just like there's no fucking way around it. It looks weird. You know what I mean? So I look weird. What am I going to do? I think either way it looks pedo-ish. You know what I mean? If I shave my face, I look like a fucking pedo. If I keep this, I look like a fucking pedo. I mean, what are you going to do, man? It's just fucked up. Maybe I should get some weed. I got some weed in the house. Should I just go get it and just fucking load it up in the car? Leah will kill me. She'll be like, the car smells like weed. The car smells like weed. And she'll flip out. What's up, Juan? Juan G, how you doing, man? What's up, everybody? I should go get some weed. Maybe it'll get rid of my headache. You're kind of describing me, Joe. I'm 50. What's up, Reject? Oh, 1969. That makes sense, right? Now I get your name. My mother is 68. Doesn't Leah smoke cigarettes? Kind of hypocritical. Yes, she smokes them in the car, too. And I get in the car and I'm like, ugh, it smells like some cigarettes. What the fuck? And then, yeah, I smoke. But it's like, I don't like it because, like, the kids' car seats are in the car. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like my kids' car seats smelling like fucking cigarettes. So I don't like my kids' car seats smelling like weed. So, like, I don't think I want to smoke in the car. You know what I mean? I wanna, but I don't. Because I don't want to smoke and then, like, is it in their car seat? You know what I mean? Fuck that. I don't want my kids smelling like smoke.
Billy, you cunt! Frog off!
Joe, you're the goat, bro. Love the stream. You'll get hired. Keep plugging.
I look like a goat now with this fucking facial hair. Antwon Pleasant. Dude, thank you so much for the $20. Thanks, man. Antwon Pleasant. He's just got $20! Sorry, lost my mind. Yeah, I'll keep plugging away. I think, I don't want to, it's hard for me to say. I think years ago it was easier for me to talk about things, but now it's harder because of everything. I was born in 1984, that's true, yes. Thank you, Antwon Pleasant. What up, man? Antwon, baby. Get the basketball hoop out. It's fucking fell over here. Go, Joe, get a job on Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay. What the fuck? How am I going to do that? I don't even know how I'm going to do that. How I would do that. I just got done my little part-time gig that I've been doing, my other work that I've been doing, I do miss, I've talked about this on Patreon a shitload on my morning streams, my Morning Madness stream, and my Madness stream. I mean, there's over 200 episodes of my personal podcast on Patreon. And, yeah, I've talked about the camaraderie that I missed about when I lost my job in February. What was it? So it's February 2017 when I got fired from my job, and then you guys all became patrons and started really donating, and really kind of it never stopped from there. So here we are in February of 2020, so 18, 19, 20. So this is 3 years. 3 years since YouTube became my full-time job. And that is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Because in 2012, I can remember making a video where I was just like, oh, you know, I need to find a way to, if I could just have a little core group of people that were my listeners, I could do a show, you know, and just always make shows and do some kind of little podcast. That'd be great, you know, but I really got to get a core audience of 3,000 people, you know, and that's what I always thought, 3,000 subscribers would be amazing. So that was just 2012. So it's really weird to think about that. I think it's important to bring that up a lot because it's so wild. And I was working so much, man. I was working so much back then. I was working 50 hours a week at my job, working at YouTube stuff. It was just the kids and stuff were born. It was crazy. It's wild. So yeah, but now it's kind of coming full circle where, you know, I work this like part-time job that I don't really talk about, but I do it. And I don't really have to do it. I don't 100% have to do it because I could still kind of get along with what we're doing here on YouTube. But yeah, it's not bad. It's okay. But it is tough to figure out what to do next with everything. But yeah, we're yeah, one of the things that you miss about work is camaraderie with all the people. Like I said, like just seeing everybody that I knew every day and knowing those people, and then just being like, oh, you're fired, like, get out of here, or you're laid off or whatever, get out of here. That sort of thing is freaky, and it's for all of us. It happens to you guys, it happens to me. I mean, like I said, I was working jobs since I was like 15 or 16 years old, straight, like a real job since then. So only in the last 3 years has YouTube and voiceover stuff and this sort of thing been my job. But before that, I always had a regular job working for the man since I was 15 or 16. So that was, you know, 17 years or something like that of working for somebody else, whatever. And I worked a lot of different jobs. And yeah, if you ever get laid off and you're friends with people at work, it fucks with you. Like, it's weird because you're used to seeing them every day. And then just, it's gone. Yeah, Dilk Wilkerson died in a volcano. Dilk Wilkerson died in a volcano. He also chopped off his winky. No, I did Dilk Wilkerson one night on Ryback. Are you really in here, Ryback? Seriously, Ryback? Are you really here right now? Really, Ryback? Are you really in here right now? You want to fucking go? Are you fucking kidding me? I will crush you. I'll drink this. Hey, Dilk is dead, man. I think we had Dilk on Monetize This or something, and nobody was enjoying it. People were mad about it almost. It was weird. I think I'd made like a donation too, and that it just didn't work out, and so we killed Dilk. This is War with Wardlow. Yeah, Wardlow has the Out of Nowhere theme. I don't know what the fuck happened. Anthony Manzano, what up, man? Read my comment from before. Fuck. Dude, I want to throw up thinking about eating fast food. I don't know. Like, that makes me think, like, man. Justin, what up, Justin? D. Lynn Holiday. I'm suicidal, Steve. I'm suicidal, Steve. I'm suicidal. Did I just meet the stream? The racist coronavirus video was classic. I showed a few people who aren't wrestling fans, but now they're Cronin fans. Thanks, Paul3. What's up, Paul? Oh, yeah, I put up that video on Corrupted Nation where the coronavirus, yeah, the racist guy. I don't even know what I was doing in that video. I just was like, let me pretend to be some, like, ignorant idiot and say a bunch of crazy shit. And then I hit the record button and put it up on Corrupted. I think it got about 1,000 views. That's not bad for a dumbass video of mine. Not really good, but I mean, it's better than 80 views, I guess, right? Like anything below 300 views, it's just kind of like, nobody cares about me. But at least, 900 views. That's something. Dr. Earl's work schedule is keeping him hostage from Monetize This. Yes, that's true. Definitely no Chinese food, no, because all the peanuts. My 4-year-old now, if he just turned 4, can't have peanuts or he'll die. So, I talked a little bit about Picard already, but I did a podcast about it, and it's up, Juan. But, yeah, it's one of those things, it's just so heavy, and everything is dark, and everything is sorrow. It's not Star Trek, man. It's so bad. It's not Raffi or whatever her name is. Like, she's got a son that she, like, basically abandoned, like, for Starfleet. And then, but people are gonna say, like, why is that happening? Like, she was addicted to drugs, I guess, or something, so she's into drugs. But this is Star Trek in the future where everything is, like, perfect or whatever. But she's on drugs. She didn't pay attention to her son because she was in Starfleet, and now she's going back to see him. And he's like, fuck you, Mom, stay out of my life. So some people are going to complain about that it's dark and it's weird, and I agree, but at the same time, William Shatner in Star Trek Wrath of Khan, Kirk has a son that he's never met, and his son hates Starfleet, and his son hates Kirk, and, he's like, what they'll do if they get their hands on our Genesis project, and I don't like Starfleet, and I don't like these people. So even then, there is that, but there's this tone that's different. So, like, anybody that wants to complain about it that way, it's like, they have done a lot of this stuff in other Star Trek before, but it's just so, it's sad. I'm sad right now at this point. From watching Picard, I'm sad. Not because the show generated an emotional response for character or anything like that, but because this show that I love or loved is just, it's not as, I don't know if it's as bad as Star Wars. It's not quite. It's close, though. I haven't watched the debate yet, but I'm going to. I did watch them eviscerate Bloomberg for a minute. I saw, like, the 2-3 minute clips of Warren. I mean, what a layup, right? It was a layup to destroy Bloomberg. He's a fucking scumbag, idiot, asshole. So it was a layup. So I feel like whichever candidate spoke up was going to be the one that got the highlight. And of course, Bernie Sanders just gave way to Elizabeth Warren, who powered over him like, I'll tell you what about Bloomberg. And then she killed it, and now she's getting all the press of, Elizabeth Warren destroys Bloomberg. Man, you missed out again, Bernie, because you're such a pussy. So, or maybe he did. I don't know. I missed the debate. I haven't seen it all. I only saw the Elizabeth Warren highlights. But Elizabeth Warren is a fucking idiot. But anybody could eviscerate Bloomberg because he's a scumbag. I think AEW was better than NXT this week. Normally I say, no, he's not the left version of Trump because Bloomberg bought his way into into the debates, into the presidency race out of nowhere. Trump ran from like the beginning. So it's definitely not. He's not the left-wing Trump, but he's a rich asshole. But he's just a rich asshole who's abducting the left. So he can try to whatever the fuck. He's a fucking asshole idiot. He supports all the stop and frisk stuff and all kinds of other bullshit that's un-American. So Bloomberg, suck my dick, Bloomberg, you fucking asshole. No, Bloomberg bought his way into the debates. That's what you're missing out on. He bought his way into the debates. He shouldn't be on the debate stage. Why is Tulsi Gabbard not on the debate stage? Bloomberg has less support than fucking anybody, than half of the other people that aren't even on the stage anymore. He's an idiot. But anyway, Mike, I'm sorry. What's up? How you doing, dude? Appreciate it. Yeah, Monday Night Raw, we'll talk about that later. Women's division, AEW's women's division, unfortunately, is just terrible. It's so bad, man. It's really bad. NXT has the best women's division, bar none, no doubt about it. And even the WWE main roster women's division is better than AEW. AEW's a mess. It's a mess. They are a mess. Trump has self-funded his primary campaign. Bloomberg entered the race late, paid the DNC to allow him into the debate. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct, Nathan Faust. That's why Bloomberg sucks. Does AEW need Tessa? I mean, they could use anybody at this point, but the problem is I don't know if they know how to use these women. But yeah, they need to get rid of... I'd get rid of Nyla Rose. I'd get rid of Rio. I'd get rid of... I might even get rid of Statlander at this point. I'd just redo the whole fucking thing. I might keep Big Swole. I'd keep Big Swole, but I don't know, man. They gotta get this. The whole thing is a mess. The whole division's screwed up. I can't tell if it's Kenny Omega or whoever's booking these women, or if it's the woman, whatever. It's horrible. Britt Baker should be okay. She should be someone who's all right. She should be someone who's kind of like a mid-card force who, steps up and down once in a while, but she doesn't really bother me too much. But it's like they're all botching. They're all weird. I don't get it. Elijah Washington says AEW music sucks too. Only like Jericho, Cody, and Dustin and Lucha Bros. Yeah, I agree with you. There's maybe one other one that's alright too. I like Darby Allin too. I like Darby Allin's music. I think it fits him really well. It's good. A lot of people are starting to think Matt is staying and he's going to go broken in the WWE. Because he's doing the whole stronger than death thing and unkillable, which is what he did before he went broken the last time in TNA Impact. Except he's doing it in WWE right now. So I think he's about to do this broken gimmick, but I don't know where he's going to do it. So to be honest, I have no idea. They should hire you to do music. Imagine hiring me to do music, Crazy Horse. I'm pretty good at jingles. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty good at jingles. Like, I get melodies in my head, and then I get ideas about how the melody can go to stick in your head. So I do get that. But a lot of the music that I do melodies for, it is other people's music, that I've heard, and I'm like, ooh, this would work well here, or whatever. I rarely make a song myself that comes out, but I do. So, you know what I mean? Like, I do make songs myself, but that was my neighbor. I was wondering if he was okay. He was acting weird, and then I realized he was just messing around with his wife and his dog. I thought there was something wrong with my neighbor, dude. It's weird. I'm in a like a very, very white upper class sort of area. I've told you guys that before, like not upper class, but I'm in like a very middle, like upper middle class area, or like nice middle class, if that makes, whatever that is, I don't know. It's not rich. Like, we're not in like a rich neighborhood, like a full-on rich neighborhood, but we're in a very nice middle class neighborhood. And it's weird to me because I'm from the city. Do you know what I mean? Like, I grew up in the city. After when I moved from New Hampshire. I grew up in New Hampshire until I was about 9. And then at 9 years old, I moved from New Hampshire to South Boston. Or right outside of Boston. And then I lived there up until we moved last year when we moved here. And, It's very strange to be. I'm used to so many Chinese and Japanese and Asian people. I'm used to lots of Hispanic. I'm used to black, and then all kinds of everything, Muslim, like different Middle Eastern. Like, I'm just used to a mix of people. Mostly, but it was still more white. It was like, my school was like 40 or 50% white. My high school was like, 50% white. Then it was like, 15 or 20% black, and then it was like 20% Asian, and then there was Hispanic rolled in there too, and then other things, But anyway, whatever. It was just a mix of all kinds of people. The only reason why I see other people around here is because we're close to Rhode Island. You know what I mean? Rhode Island's not that far away. But here it's like 80% white. It's like 80% white here. It's weird. It's not weird, but it's just different. I'm used to the city. Didn't you live near Schlongsview? Nah, Foxborough now. I'm near Foxborough, not quite there. But my neighbors, the neighbor right next to me, they're interracial, so a white and a black guy, so they're interracial next to me, and then next to them is two black couple. So, but throughout my whole neighborhood, it's like all white. So it's actually a little taste of home. It's a little taste of home living next to, like, I walked around the neighborhood, I'm like, white, Hispanic, white, Middle Eastern, white, Asian, white, interracial black. And then me, white. So it's kind of funny. I got a little taste of home next to me. It's kind of funny. Everybody's human. Who gives a fuck what anybody is? It's just funny. I like talking about it. It's just funny to me, the differences of places and stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of like when I grew up in New Hampshire. It was all white people. It was all white people. That's all it was. Well, I just moved here a year ago now, so Isn't Rhode Island and Boston full of rich people? What? Rob Johnson? What the fuck? Rhode Island, dude? Rhode Island's a shithole. Boston's full of like... Boston's a mix of everything. Boston has a lot of poor people. But then it has a lot of rich people. Then there's a lot of middle class. It's a bunch of everybody. It's fucking everybody. Tommy is pretending to work. No shit, right? Tommy pretends to work. That's the funniest thing we've learned about him this year. Is the guy pretends to work. He works 2 days a week for 4 hours. What the fuck the point is? Tommy, what's the point in working 4 hours for 2 days? What is the point of that? Explain this to me. Yeah, me and JD are fine. Yeah, we rarely talk, but everything's fine for me. What is the point in working 4 hours a day twice a week? I don't understand that. $9 an hour or $8 an hour or whatever Wendy's pays him for 4 hours. That's 8, 16, 24, 32. That's 32 plus 32, 64. You make $64 a week. Take away taxes, and now you're looking at like $50 when it's all said and done. You're making $50 a week. What the fuck is the point in driving or getting a ride or walking or whatever to Wendy's to work 8 hours a week? I mean, what's the point? Minimum wage in New York is $15. Jesus, that's crazy. How's New York doing? I'm just kidding, I don't know. But he can buy so many toys with that. Yeah, that's a good point. I think he just does it so he can buy toys. Yeah, I think, like, he must get his apartment paid for by the government or his parents, and then get everything else paid for by somebody. And then he's probably like, I want to buy a toy. And so his parents probably said, well, get a job. And then he probably said, all right. That's what it is. That's what it is. Jake Hager and Jeff Cobb are worthless. Yeah, pretty much. Kind of, yeah. Stepping stone bully guys, basically. I'll buy him a toy. Smoke it. Wish I had a shed. I have a whole shed I needed to build, and the instructions got lost. And I don't really want to go out and put it together in the cold without the instructions. Because I heard it was going to be a 9-hour process to build the shed. So, kind of bummed out about that. So, Tomahawk 1984, what's up, dude? I was born in 1984. Were you born in 1984? That means, we must be wet. I thought the AEW figures were damn good. I'm surprised at how good they looked. You know? Relic, the Bruins and the Stars. Wow, that'd be crazy. Is JB departing you forever? I don't know. You'd have to ask him. He's leaving the shows for good. Yeah, he says that for now. He's leaving for good for right now, yeah. I don't know what that means. He wasn't on the last couple days. I assume he's not on this week either. I don't know if he's doing his own thing either. What's up? Darby and Mox versus Jeff Cobb and Y2J. Fire. That would be fire, wouldn't it? Can we get CM Punk back? Oh, God. I hope CM Punk breaks his leg. Is Chris Hansen done with Onision? I heard his show ran out of money. So he stopped. The guy was just using Onision to get popular and to get ratings. What the I don't know why I keep muting. I hit the mute button instead of the alert button. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah, I think everybody saw Raven in the crowd. He just looked like miserable old Raven. I don't know what the point is behind that, though. I don't know if, like, they're going for, like, a... I just realized my seatbelt was... I thought my seatbelt was on. Yeah, I don't know if they're trying to fuck with us to make us think he's part of the Dark Order, or if it's some kind of joke like we don't understand. I don't know, they want us to think he's the leader when he's not. I think it's just a joke. They're like, would it be funny if you came out here and just sat in the crowd and just made everybody think that you're like the leader of the Dark Order? It's fucking crazy. Anyway, I'm getting summoned to come into the house from the queen of my house, the Queen Leah. So, everybody, thank you for stopping by. I'll do another one of these. I do these every couple weeks. I do a couple of these throughout the week, and we have fun here, and I want to do more of them. I took a break for a little while, and now I'm back in the car again. As long as it's sunny out, I'll be back in the car. So thank you all. Thanks to everybody who donated too, man. That really definitely entices me to keep wanting to do these and to take time out of the day. So thank you very much for everybody who funded this stream. A couple good drops there. Thank you for those. Best way to support the channel is when I'm live to super chat or donate live. You don't have to, but obviously it keeps me going. Patreon is a very good way to support because you get a bunch of shit For $5, you get a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? $10, you get even more. All that shit. Nobody knows what Matt Hardy's doing. No, we don't. We don't really know. You can listen to my Real Picard overview, my talk about Star Trek over on my other channel, Evil Spectrum 3. It's where I talk about video games and entertainment stuff. Corrupted Nation is where I do more of the news, comedy, politics, I guess. Although that channel is demonetized now. And that's it. I'll see you guys tonight for Out of Nowhere. I'll see you guys live at 11 p.m. tonight for Out of Nowhere, and maybe at some point in the middle of the day tonight with something else. I don't know. Mezzy Mez, what up? Thank you, Mezzy. And that's it. I'll see you on Twitter, maybe. Sasha Banks, have a great day, Joe. What up, Sasha Banks? Mercedes KV in the chat. What's up, Sasha? If only we could get some Sasha Banks at WrestleMania in the main event or something. Get that old Sasha Banks back. Man, remember when she was so heel and badass in NXT, man? She just owned that shit. It was awesome. God damn it. I bought a woman's t-shirt. I bought a Sasha Banks t-shirt. I'd never bought a female's t-shirt or female wrestler's t-shirt ever. I think if I was a kid, I would have bought an Alundra Blaze one, because I did like Alundra Blaze back then. No doubt. But anyway, thank you all. See you later. Joe Cronin going away.